Today's financial markets can be summed up in 3 words: global, fast, and complex. But as the market structure evolves, so must the regulatory structure that oversees it. John Lothian News has spoken with several industry experts and put together this series on the evolution of financial market structure. In Part 5, CFTC Commissioner Scott O'Malia talks about the challenge of monitoring swaps markets using data from 4 different entities.
We have 4 different trade repositories accepting data. All of them have a different data architecture, so that makes aggregating it much more difficult. I think there's a lot of question about which data is being reported and is it of the right quality. Do we have overcompliance or undercompliance? We're still wrestling with this issue. It's very complex and it requires a level of precision that we don't have at this point. Some of it is technology related, some of it's just experience. We're going to learn more as we go. But I think the good news is we're not ignoring the problem. We're beginning to address it. We put out for comment some questions for the industry to respond to and say, how do we make your experience better? How do we make sure that you're complying and you're clear about the rules and the information that we want to do our job? We're in the implementation phase of Dodd-Frank. We've completed 68 rules. Data is a big feature that we have to really go back and fix. It will involve a rule change, my guess. There are some end user issues that we need to fix. The issues on recording around recording oral and written communications. We need to make sure that the technology is available for these firms and at an affordable price to ensure that they can record the lines that we hope them to, so we can do the proper surveillance. Issues around volumetric options. I think the market needs better information. I think we're going to come back and address this testing and supervision as well. We have to look at our own rules and say, are these the right rules for the Commission? Does it give us the data that we need in the form and format that we need? And I think some of those are the issues we're really struggling with. And we ought to really admit that we might not have the right tools or might not have the information. And if that's the case, what are we going to do about it? So go back and address the rules, be precise. It really requires a level of precision to make sure you're 100% accurate, because if you can't compare apples to apples, you will not make any headway whatsoever in this regard.